So a year later, I'm back on this. Well, more than a year, something like 16 months later, I'm back on it. So here's my original sketch, and the first step of working out the sizes of everything is to draw these vectors, which are going to be my guidelines. Okay, draw these guidelines. These are just rough guidelines for where everything goes. You can't sketch out on a rough wall, a very rough surface, grid it up, make all kinds of mess. And this type of drawing, needs to just be like a pen and ink sort of a drawing, like an illustration. If I was using spray paints, I could go over the top, but I can't. So basically the first step is to sketch out my guidelines, which is there. So now this drawing is to scale. Okay, so anything I measure in here I know will be so I can measure the height of this banner, that scroll from top to bottom is going to be, according to my calculations that I've written down on my bit of paper, width 3852, height 1138. So I can go away and do the next step, which is to project this image on the wall in my workshop. So here's my measurements here with all kinds of gubbins on here about my drawing. There's that iPad. There's my train. Here's the big rolls of paper that I roll across and stick to the wall. And this is what I do next. So hang on. Okay, there we go. Get my guidelines on the wall. I mean, that's what it is. This is the equivalent of a sketch, but what you'll see is sketching things out on a big wall up a scaffold in the street is no good, because you can't keep going back to look at it to check it looks okay and all that kind of gubbins. So this is by far the fastest way of getting your image onto the wall on site, the least amount of time on site. So I mean, there's many ways to get a picture on a wall, and this is just one of them, but it happens to be the right one for this job. So okay, so here's my pounce wheel. It's covered in big jagged spikes. Here's the paper, and what I'm doing is going over my lines, frankly. This is a sketch, and the whole point of a sketch is that you can change, you can adapt, you can kind of build. It's just something to build off well, in my case, it's something that you can correct most of the time. You know. Recording. See?
That's pretty clever, isn't it?
Pretty cool. Look, it's candy.
Stop. No, it hasn't
Do it
stopped.
again.